What's going on, folks? Nick Sanchez, your car guy here. We're back at it again with another quick review. But before getting into the video, shout out to Roger Beasley, Mazda South here in South Austin. If you are in the market for a car and live in the Austin area, check out our website, mazdasouth.com, or you can check the link in the description down below. With that said, today, 2008 Saturn Outlook XR. Now, Saturn has not been in manufacturing since about 2009. This one just happened to be traded in, and it's super clean. So in case you're wondering why I'm reviewing a Saturn, that's why. So let's go ahead and get into the specs here. It's going to be a 2008 Saturn Outlook, which has an MPGs about 16 city, 22 highway, a horsepower about 275 at 6,600 RPMs, towing capacity at 2,000 pounds. The engine is going to be a 3.6 liter V6 with a curb weight of 4,936. All right, so those specs are pretty decent. I was actually kind of surprised of the interior. So let's go ahead and get right into the review. So, all right, y'all. So once again, from the rear, let's go ahead and check out the badging. We got Outlook XR down below. It looks like you got the sensors for the perimeter alert, and then you do have the dual chrome exhaust tips, which is very nice. Let's come around to the side. So this one does have nice tinting already, as well as some roof rack rails. You do have the 18-inch wheels, and overall very clean. You got chrome on the handles, which is a nice touch as well. And this is a beautiful white diamond tri-coat color that we're looking at. This one seems to be in pristine shape. It looks like they probably kept it in the garage. We do have a little bit of fading on the headlights. That just comes with the age, and that's fine. Looks like the fog lights are pretty solid, but they're like a plastic billowing in front of them. But overall, very clean design. I don't think this has aged too much as far as the design, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And then we're back around. Now, I was surprised this does have an electronic liftgate, so let's go ahead and see it in action. It sounds a little archaic, man. See if I can get some of the sound here. Okay. So yeah, pretty straightforward. You have this third row fold down right there, so you can get some more access to more cargo space. Just this little, actually that's to pull it up. There's this little latch right here. Push it down. That frees up space, making it a traditional SUV. And then of course, the latch to bring it up. Got the carpets here, nothing too crazy. And down below, little cubby with some excessive wiring. I have no idea what that is. And then charging port right here, and additional latches, that way you can secure more cargo there. Let's go ahead and check out the automatic liftgate in action again as it closes. Alright, great. And coming to the back passenger area, let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. So this is in this nice beige leather, and the seats are very clean. I'm surprised for the year that this is in the current condition. It was probably never used, or like maybe garage kept and used just as a weekend vehicle, if I had to guess. You have cup holders here, charging port, little cubby hole, and let's go ahead and, oops, I almost fell down and busted my face. All right, so I'm in the back. I'm a pretty average sized guy. This seems to be fine. Let's go ahead and take a seat in the back seats. On the sides, we do have additional cup holders here as well. And then my favorite feature, these up above AC vents. I'm not really a big fan when the vents are down in the center console like that, because I feel like you just don't get as much airflow as you do when they're above you right here. Some additional map lights, looks like for all three sections. And overall, in the back, if this seat's all the way back, it's kind of cramped, but as you can see in this seat, it does have an adjustment to scoot it forward or back, so that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and see if I can get out of here with minimal effort with the captain's chairs. That didn't seem to be too bad. One last feature, let's go ahead and see what this does. Is this just to adjust it? Yeah, that's just to move it down. And then this latch right here, bam, there you go. So now you have full access to the cargo in case you need to put, sheetrock or some kind of plywood back here. Awesome. And heading to the front seat, let's go ahead and check it out. Side mirrors and locks on this side, as well as the windows. Down below, look at that classic Saturn logo right there. The seats are power seats with lumbar support, so that's always nice. Left hand side, you do have your lighting feature. Let's check out the pedals. And let's go ahead and check it out. Okay, so sitting behind the steering wheel, we do have your cruise control, Bluetooth, your info button right there. The hood is open, that's fine. It's pretty basic here. Let me zoom in. So being a 2009 or 2008 rather, it's not going to have too many upgraded features. It's pretty straightforward or forward. And center console right here, we do have this little nifty cubby up here, AC vents, and this classic radio, man. Down below we do have your AC controllers. This one does have heated seats. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the heated seats. So heated seats, as well as additional buttons for the windshield wiper, skid control, liftgate, and yeah, classic shifter right here. A couple of cup holders. Glove box, you do have the option to slide it. If I don't bust it, it's a little stuck. There we go. You got this tray right here for your change, and then below that it goes even deeper where you have another charging port. And let's see if I don't break this. Okay, cool. And passenger side's pretty straightforward. Glove box. What's that glove box? Up above you do have some additional buttons right here, and then above that your map lights and garage operation. Okay, and underneath the hood of this bad boy right here, 3.6 liter V6, 275 horsepower at 6,600 RPMs, and overall this is a very clean engine bay. Surprised. I'm guessing the owner of this particular vehicle, man, they just probably took very good care of it or just never drove it, so one or the other. Then you got this nice little feature where this just props it up, the hydraulic right there. Awesome. All right, y'all, time to test drive the Saturn Outlook XR. So bringing it up to speed here. Okay, there's people in my way, but for the most part this seems to be a pretty decent driver. I mean, it's not going to be a race car. And then the power of that V6 with this curb weight is not going to make it particularly fast, but that's fine. I think this thing is, I don't think it looks too outdated in my opinion. And especially the interior, I mean, yeah, it is a product of its time, but compared to something like a Ford Expedition or maybe a Ford Explorer with a third row seating, it's pretty similar. So let me go ahead and get off the feeder road here and just kind of go over my final thoughts on the vehicle. As far as the exterior, yeah, it's nothing to brag about. It's a third row SUV, so it's built with a purpose. It's not built to be stylish or you know, a head turner, but if you just need some transportation, it looks fine. You have the roof rack rails, which is a nice touch, as well as the electronic lift gate, so you know, if you have a bunch of cargo, that feature is always nice. I've always been a fan of the electronic liftgate. For the engine size, so it's not the greatest, but at the same time it is a 2008, so don't expect peak performance, especially in 2022. As far as the interior, as long as you find a clean Outlook, I think this is fine. I mean, the leather's nice, the leather's comfortable. And then for the driver's side, you do have your lumbar support, the power seats, and yeah, I mean, it gets the job done. I could see this being a long hauler, you know, doing a road trip with the entire family, or maybe you're picking up your kids from some kind of sporting event. Plenty of space, plenty of cargo space, and that's always nice. As far as the back seemed pretty decently spaced out with the captain's chairs, and of course the seats do adjust back and forward. And then my favorite thing for the back is having the AC vents up in the roof. I'm a little bit more biased towards that setup, just because the vents down in the center console area, I always feel like the cold air just blows on your knees. So you just have like cold knees, and I'm like, come on, man, it's hot outside. Alrighty, so let me pull up into the parking lot here. And yeah, overall, I think this vehicle is pretty decent. If you are in the market for a Saturn Outlook, do your due diligence. check the Carfax, make sure it's a clean Carfax. Of course, being a 2008, we're in 2022, it's going to probably be pretty rough, a diamond in the rough. So I'm kind of surprised this one is in the condition that it's in, especially with, let's see, the odometer says 58,928. So I'm guessing any other Saturn outlooks out on the market are probably higher miles. So make sure, you know, those vehicles have been properly maintained. That way you don't get yourself in a situation where you're buying a busted vehicle. All right, folks, with that said, that was it for this quick review. If you do like the video, give it a like. And shout out again to Roger Beasley, Mazda South, for giving me a chance to use the vehicle. If you're in the Austin area, check out the website, mazdasouth.com, or check the link in the description down below. Alrighty, folks, I'll catch you next video.